Hey, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the Brown Gent. I hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend. I've got some quick airdrop updates to get you on your way so you're set for tomorrow's big play. So, with that, let's get into it. But before we do, always remember nothing I say is financial advice. I'm just a guy on YouTube. Please do your own research. And while you're at it, make sure you follow me on Twitter. And also make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also share the video. Also follow my wallet on the bank. Now, crypto market has been doing fantastic, guys. We've been talking about this ever since November 5th. We've pretty much been up in a straight line with a few small pullbacks. Bitcoin effectively has come close to 100K. Solana has also hit all-time highs. Ethereum, we're still waiting on it, sort of a sleeping beast. I think it'll turn into Sleeping Beauty very soon, though, and we will see some incredible power and some gains. Unfortunately, as with everything, we got Jim Cramer here to ruin on our parade, basically coming out yesterday and saying, Bitcoin, you got to own Bitcoin. You got to own Bitcoin. It's a winner. And like this guy, somebody said in the comments, waits for winners to sort of hit their spot and then calls them out. The guy literally waits at the finish line and then tells you what's good. And obviously, I responded not the best way. Guys might remember this meme from 2016, but let's just say things are not over. But it definitely doesn't feel great when Jim Cramer is on side. That being said, I do want to let you guys know, and I let the Web3 Secret Society know yesterday, that I was effectively cutting the majority of my Bitcoin position. You guys know that for the last year and a half, I've been very vocal on my Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Sol holdings. Mainly, started with Bitcoin and ETH, expanded to Sol, having around 80% at the high point in these three. They've pretty much overperformed. Well, Bitcoin and Sol have. The rest of the market, most of the rest of the market was actually dumping, and some of the alts are still, near their lows. So at this point, I've taken my profit out of Bitcoin. I hold a small amount, not really significant, but I've rotated it into other altcoins. And those altcoins you see have been doing fantastic. Even things like Cardano, which I do give a hard time for. I bought Cardano as early as 35 cents, XRP at 40 cents, Avalanche at $12 last year, bought some more at 16 bucks recently. Haven't touched ton, but there's a lot of coins here that I have been getting in very cheap. There are some undervalued gems still. If you're interested in seeing what my portfolio breakdown looks like, this is behind the paywall of the Web3 Secret Society. You guys know I bring you guys a ton of alpha. Gotta give the people who do support me constantly with some exclusive content. So if you want to see the actual portfolio, what the allocations look like, where to get them, where to store it, everything, make sure you check out the Web3 Secret Society. Or if you want, schedule a private video call and I can find out what the best solution is for you. Links to everything is in the description below. Before I start this video talking about airdrops, I do want to highlight here, I've brought up Fabiano Solana a bunch of times because he does some great threads. Unfortunately, his X account has been hacked, and the people who are hacking it have been posting a bunch of scams, rug pulls, drains. Hopefully you got your wallet guard installed so you're sort of, kind of avoiding it just in case. But also, thankfully, these scammers are so bad at scamming. They make it so obvious that this is not the same person. Can you imagine if they had a non-sub 50 IQ or something? And yeah, so Seb Monty basically got a hold of Fabiano, who basically said the account's hacked, and it's been making its way around Twitter. Just in case you see anything, just please don't open it. Also, guys, we are in prime scam territory, right? You see all these influencers coming out with their pump and dumps, these people who shill a bunch of tokens also coming out, they're getting paid. Just be very careful who you follow. And also, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Just make sure everything that you click on is verified before you do so, because one day maybe my account will get hacked. I try to keep my security super polished, but if something happens, just please use your cognitive reason to understand if that actually would be something I would post, and sort of the nature of everything as well. So the first thing I want to talk about is Zircuit. Zircuit, we got our first airdrop a few months ago. They did their second airdrop in the last few days. And finally, we can transfer, or AKA sell our airdrop on November 25th, 2024. So you got 2 days. So I know I put TGE tomorrow. It's actually in 2 days. My bad. I got confused on the dates, but it is definitely very good news. They did post a bunch about what they have been doing, but honestly, like, you know what? Like, who cares? We're just here for the money, right? At least I am. So for Zircuit, you make sure you go. There's a bunch of things you can claim. There's the airdrop claim website. You can get both your season 1 and season 2 Zircuit tokens. They get sent to the Zircuit mainnet, so it's a separate network as well. It won't go on ETH mainnet. I basically got 10,340 tokens. If you go to the Zircuit fair drop, I got 0. I think this is more like an IQ test. It's sort of to see if you're smart, if you held and staked Eigen. I hope all of you got 0 here because you shouldn't have been staking Eigen token. It's a trap. Star Wars, it's a trap. But what's really cool is actually seeing how much this token is worth. And this token is going for around like 9 cents right now. The ask is 11, the bid is 0.0687. And, we are seeing some people buy around like, 9 cents. So very strong airdrop, at the current valuation, my points is worth about $900+. So not a bad chunk of change. So hopefully, make sure you're on first thing on the 25th. Any details I'll be posting on Twitter. So make sure you follow me on Twitter just to make sure you get up to date. Or if you're in the Web3 Secret Society, the moment things come up, we have a channel specifically for all the alpha that's going on. So all you got to do is read that. Next update is from Airdrop Adventure. They have an update on Nektar Network and their net token. These tokens there's 1 billion of them. And you qualify if you're a Gitcoin donor, if you're active in DeFi, and some other things here. What I'd recommend you do is check the website to see how much you qualify for. So myself, I qualify for 57 tokens. I went to claim it. It was $23 in gas. So I was like, no thanks. Because with 1 billion tokens, if it's $1 per token, let's just say, that's $1 billion market cap. Very unlikely for this no-name project, really, or very rarely known, or very not much known. And that means I'm probably just going to end up burning a bunch of money trying to transact. So I'm not going to touch this unless I hear other words. See how much you get, and then you can decide if you'd like to claim it. Okay, or you can wait for the gas to go down. Another topic I want to talk about is Jupiter. So Jupiter is, the proposal is going to come out very soon regarding Jupiter, and it has to have a 70% threshold to pass. There's a lot of people who have Jupiter token who are freaking out around how much sell pressure might come if it's an unlocked airdrop. Now, my belief as somebody who jeets a ton of airdrops, I would hold on to my Jupiter token because I think it does add a lot of value. I do agree that I would wish 2 amendments to the proposals they're referring to. Number 1, I do like the idea of losing 75% of the airdrop if you unstake it within a time period. I also would add my own criteria. I'm going to make a thread about this, but basically, I like to see consistent Jupiter use as the core criteria, as well as volume, because there's a lot of people who just farmed it last minute who are just here for an airdrop. I don't think it's cool to not just give an airdrop to people after they put in the work, especially since it was communicated for a long time and there's an opportunity cost associated with it. I'll make a thread on it if you guys would like and retweet after I do. That'd be much appreciated. The next update here is on Solayer. So they're having a savings account. So basically now you can stake your USD or deposit your USD or SUSD, and you earn interest. It's very small. In fact, you would get better interest going on Camino Finance. But hey, I do things just for airdrops, and I only have a small amount. Now, that is currently available for phase 1 access. If you were somebody who holds SUSD, you deposit it on a Radium SUSD USDC pool, or if you refer to user that's deposited. And then phase 2 access will be more broad. What will happen though is when you go to deposit, a lot of people are having this error. I had this error. I went in their Discord. Turns out it's an API issue and you have to deposit slightly more USDC, just 0.5 USDC or whatever. And then all of a sudden, once you do that, you get this screen and you can claim and unlock your savings account. So I've done that. You can see here, my interest is 0.08% in the past 7 days. So you can go check your savings account. It's whatever. Got $901 here right now. Remember, I'm not here to earn money off the savings account. This is a sort of airdrop criteria thing I'm trying to get into just by sort of covering my bases. And I don't really need the money right now. If I did, I would just withdraw it. Okay. Next update here is on Eclipse. So Eclipse is having their after school club minting on Monday, November 25th at 10 a.m. Eastern, same day as Zircuit, and you have to mint on Scope NFT. My guidance and sort of thing here is I personally don't think it's worthwhile minting this. Not saying you can't. Remember, so November 25th is for the allow list. Public is on November 26th. It is somewhat expensive. I will always see validators as the first official NFT for Eclipse. So I don't really know what the value AS Club provides. However, if you have an allow list and you're able to mint early, maybe you can mint early and sell to somebody else on the market. That's definitely a potential thing you can look into doing. It's actually something I enjoy doing when I have whitelists for NFTs. You just get the drop and you get like a free, sometimes it's 20%. With Apu NFTs, I got 400% in 30 minutes. It was incredible. And I'm not talking a small amount. I put in what was it, 2,000? No, I put in 1,000 and I got 4,000. So it's pretty good. This next update is on Sonic Shards. So this is for the Sonic Labs. You remember that promotion. There was 6 different campaigns they had on Galaxy. It wrapped up a few weeks ago. And, we got those NFTs. I've talked about how you can claim part of you claim an NFT eventually, which will qualify you for a portion of that 200 million S drop. Well, I hope you guys remember I told you guys about PaintSwap, where you can either buy or sell those NFTs. You have until December 1st, because on December 1st, those Sonic Shard NFTs after this time will be completely worthless because they will take the snapshot. So only an idiot would buy after the fact. You make sure you don't buy any NFTs after the fact. And if you're lucky to sell it to somebody after the snapshot's taken, good on you. So what I'll be doing is I have not sold my shards. I will list my shards at floor bargain basement prices after the snapshot, because they won't do anything. Because on that time, you will then get the whitelist to mint the exclusive NFT for Sonic once the chain goes live. So that's something you can definitely do. You can decide what you want to do. You can either sell it or you can get the NFT. Okay. Next update, which you guys probably never thought would happen. In fact, I'm more likely to think Orbiter got hacked than posted this, but basically they're going to have their token generation event very soon. They're preparing it. Tokenomic details are being finalized. I think it would be very ironic if they ended up launching their Orbiter chain and forcing you to pay their massive gas and bridging fees, because you can only use Orbiter to bridge out of it. I think that would be the cherry on top of how Orbiter has continued to farm this. But I'm very interested to see what happens. Reason for that as well is I collected a lot of the Orbiter pilot NFTs when they were undervalued. So would love to see what those have turned into as well. Next update here is on Anzen. So Anzen, you probably have seen them because of Jumper. Jumper Exchange did a little promotion a few months ago to get, I think it was SANS token. And now they're announcing the ANZ token, which is the governance and reward token for Anzen Finance. So you can claim it in December to those who have been using USD-Z and earning Z points. Now, this is where it ends for me. I'm going to tell you straight up. Remember, nothing is financial advice, but they're going to do a public sale for a token they're airdropping. This has never gone well, especially when you looked at 5% of the distribution is the airdrop, 42% in ecosystem, 20% foundations, 20% investors, right? And 6.7% launchpad, right? That's where the sale is going to happen on Forge, Journey, and Starship. I personally would avoid it because you are basically becoming exit liquidity for airdrop farmers. This is not something I think is going to hold. This is very different than a hyperliquid, which a lot of people are bullish on. Very different than a Jupiter that people are very bullish on. So my thoughts here is to completely fade the pre-sale, just like I did with DBR, just like I did with what's that protocol? Yaka Voyager NFTs or Yaka Voyage, the Yaka Finance Protocol, and a bunch of others, right? They've all just turned out to be very, very poor. Take your free money if you got and qualified for some Anzen token, sell it and buy something you have conviction in. Also, if you were one of those people like me who bought a Solana phone or a Seeker, you got airdropped amount of Grumpy token. I sold that Grumpy token, got I think it was like 50 or 60 bucks or something. Pretty nice. But yeah, just one more thing, one more reason why when these products come out, they cost like 200 bucks or 300 bucks, and the airdrops just continuously just make it such a worthwhile thing. That phone has, I think, more than 2x returned my value on it. And I still haven't gotten the phone yet. It hasn't been shipped to me yet. But yeah, pretty cool. Next update here is from CryptoCito. So there's an airdrop for Atom stakers. And basically, this has to do with SIDE. So SIDE protocol is a Cosmos layer 1 that is Bitcoin compatible and optimized for Bitcoin finance. So you can check your eligibility and register for your SIDE airdrop next Tuesday. But you can still see how you're doing. So go on here. You can put your Cosmos wallets. I think you put Osmosis here as well. I put one of my Bitcoin wallets that I use to trade runes in and checked, and it's eligible. So you go to click on this, and you have to wait 2 days and 11 hours. Come back to this once again on the 25th or maybe the 26th, because 11 hours after, probably at nighttime. But register for the airdrop. Why not do it? And finally, when we talk about things that people really don't care about, Prism is airdropping in January to users and stake drop participants. And literally, like a comment here, no need for this dust. Keep it with you. Got $2 for staking, 1,000 dimension in the Prism validator. That's more than enough. All right, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And we'll see who's in the comments. We got Brandon Shaw here as well. We got FC. We got Crypto School Oxford. We got Luna here. Yeah, I didn't even know who Hard Rock Nick was. We got M. Did I sell my Bitcoin because I think there's a better entry? No, I sold my Bitcoin to rotate the capital into altcoins. So maybe I'll make it a little more clear here. So from here, my honest opinion is that Bitcoin probably caps out at 150 to 175,000, given the market cap, right? It's like almost 2 trillion, right? At that point, anything that's better than a 2x is way better than holding Bitcoin. So now that that appreciation will slow down, I would rather put it in things that are super undervalued, right? So for example, let me take a look at something here. Let me think of one. Let's look at Render. Where's Render? Earlier. Did I pass it already? I think so. It was 3 billion something. Where are you, Render? Oh, here it is. Okay, Render, here we go. So this is 3.9 billion, right? Remember, liquidity will flow. I think this ends up in more than 2x this price. Probably like 30, 40 bucks. Not financial advice, but I just think this stuff overperforms. So I just rotated that capital, okay? Is CryptoCove alive? Yeah, he is. He liked one of my tweets today. Remember, guys, the thing is, making videos makes you burn out. So, like, it's so hard to do that. I took a break as well. I did get my internet refreshed. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the speed here. I'm not tethering my phone, but it's pretty good, okay? JUP won't pass too many whales. Yeah, I mean, we don't know. I mean, look, the thing is, they're going to have multiple. They're going to do 2 proposals, right? The whales can vote against it. I think it's very short-sighted, in my opinion. I'm going to write a thread about it. I have a bunch of JUP stake, and I'm voting for it as well. I just think this is how you actually destroy your community. You want more people to join, and if you make a promise, don't change your mind. It was one thing to go from 1 billion to 700 million tokens. It's another thing to say, you know what, you guys get nothing after. Because the thing is, the people who have only JUP staked are like, you know what, I don't care about them, right? But you want people using your platform, and you want an incentive, right? Those fees and everything else, they should be flowing back. What deck supports Zircuit Chain? We'll find out when they let us know on the 25th. Am I doing Walrus and Sweet? No, because Orbiter is basically Arbitrum. I'm speculating you will get a bonus. Yeah, I mean, we could, but it doesn't really matter. Do you think Jupiter will cook? Yeah, I mean, Jupiter qualifies you for other airdrops, so it will be interesting, okay? Open us so long with 200 bucks and 5x leverage. Jermaine, that's... I hope you have more money than that. Like, it's not bad. You could have... I mean, we were longing at 130. Like, you should see how many buys the Web3 Secret Society has between 128 and 140, right? Mainly 130 to 135 region, right? Going long now is like, I'm not saying it's crazy, but remember there could be pullbacks, right? Like you want to do it at actual levels of support. I don't like going long in price discovery. Price discovery is a pain. Okay. What other airdrops were available for the new Solana phone? When token, Mew. There's a bunch. Like you can look it up. There's a ton. Be huge. Sounds great. 30. Nice. Did you hear about XLM teaming up with Cardano? No, but XLM is like basically XRP beta in my opinion. So XLM is moving because of XRP mainly. And XRP is doing fantastic, right? This is something like I'm up massive on this trade, right? And I'm not closing this trade either. So should be interesting. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, make sure you've already liked the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on all tech, and I'll see you next time.